Are we doing good? Everybody getting laid? Is everybody out there getting laid? Laid on the reg? That's what I've been hearing the kids call it. You get laid on the reg. I really like that. I've only been able to manage getting laid on the intermittent so far. For me, sex is a little bit more like the McRib sandwich. It's kind of a seasonal thing. Hard to predict when and where it's going to show up, but I'll probably be drunk when it happens. Always seems like a good idea at the time, but afterwards I'm regretful and bloated. A good name for a first album, Regretful and Bloated. I'm remember that. Speaking of not getting laid, I recently started taking an improv class, which if you don't want to get laid, this is just perfect. And I got in trouble the other day at one of my lessons because we were doing a scene and I was pretending to be a dad coming out to his son, but instead of telling my son I was gay, I was explaining to him that I was a cannibal, which I thought was kind of humorous, you know. But afterwards, my teacher took me aside and she goes, "Kirk, I don't know if you realize this, but you just compared homosexuality to cannibalism. And that's gonna make people think that you think that it's not okay." And I said to her, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was just, it was in the moment. I thought it'd be funny. I'll try to be more sensitive in the future." But what I thought was, this bitch has no idea how okay I am with cannibalism. Like, I go to cannibalism way too fast. Like in day-to-day situations, I'm on the Q train. It's stopped for more than 2 minutes on the bridge. I'm immediately scanning the train. Who will survive among us? I actually have zero problem with homosexuality. I'm not a homosexual, but like, to me homosexuality is like math. Like, I get that it exists, I get that people do it, that it works for them, and I'm fine with that. And coincidentally, I haven't had either of them forced on me since 7th grade, so. Oh, Mr. Shepard. I can still feel his beard against my face. What's the quadratic equation? So besides apparently getting molested when I was a kid, I used to also be really into Jesus. Anybody into Jesus here? Let's not go there. I used to be like wicked into Jesus, like a little too much. Like I was a 13-year-old girl and he was Jesus Bieber. Like, just love the guy. But as I've grown up, a little disenchanted with the Jezo. I was reading that Bible again, and he's kind of a dick. Like, he did like a lot of good stuff, like giving people free wine and like telling people whores were cool, and like I'm down with that. But basically, the whole Bible, the whole part Jesus is in, is a big brag fest about his dad being God. Like, he's just walking around going, "Hey, what's your dad do?" "Oh, my dad's God." "Cool. I got some stuff to tell you." He's kind of like when you're at work and they hire the boss's son to come into work, and he shows up in your office one day, he's like, "Hey, your office is my office now. My dad said." "Hey, I can park anywhere I want, my dad said." "Hey, there's no way back to my father's kingdom except through me. My dad said I'm Jesus." It's like, Jesus Christ, can we nail this kid to something? That one goes out to my Jews, huh? I know how you're feeling. I got some bad habits. I'm a smoker. Yeah, good. I don't need your judgments. I got one friend who's particularly judgmental about it, which is made all the more ironic by the fact that he is a heavy cocaine user. There's nothing quite like being in a circle and lighting up your cigarette and having some guy start coughing at you and knowing that he does cocaine. It's a little bit like having a judgmental pedophile at your adult orgy. Like just giving you shit. "I can't believe you guys have multiple partners." Dude, you're a pedophile. You're not monogamous, but you're a pedophile. Whatever, we're out of here, Billy. Where are we going, Mr. Shepard? Oh, come back. Alright, I haven't seen a light yet. I have no idea where the light is. I probably should have checked on that. But I figure I have enough time to tell a Casey Anthony joke, because who doesn't love Casey? There's really nothing funny about Casey Anthony, people. But there is an important lesson about procrastination. Because you know that somewhere in Casey Anthony's apartment is an old to-do list from about 3 years ago that just says, get abortion. You gotta follow up on that stuff. You can't let it sit. An abortion in the hand is worth 2 dead babies in the bush. Come on. Benjamin Franklin said that. It's in the Farmer's Almanac. So, let's see. I moved to LA a little while back, and I liked it okay. We're not giving a light, we're just dropping glasses. I like that. I moved to LA a while back. It was okay. My biggest problem with LA was drinking and driving, or not drinking and driving, because everywhere you go, you drive there. So if you go to a party or a bar or something, you have 4 or 5 drinks. At the end of the night, I look around and be like, wait, how are we all getting home? And everybody's like, oh, we're driving drunk. That's what we do here. We drive drunk. Because apparently in LA, driving drunk's a little bit more on the level of masturbation. Like it's really not a big deal unless you get caught, or unless you hit somebody and then it goes up a level. Oh shoot, I'm about to tell 2 masturbation jokes in a row. All of my jokes are similes about masturbation. It's like that's a Bloodhound Gang record. So I like being a stand-up comedian in New York, but it's really hard to make your mark out here. Like, there's just been so many crazy people in this city, and they've all left their mark, and like we're all like trying to like fight for a little bit. But it's a little, so to me it's a little bit like jerking off all over a Jackson Pollock painting. It's like, it's satisfying, feels good, but nobody's gonna notice. It blends right in. Thanks, guys.